Give me that shit, nigga. action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Thunder trailing by 14. Wallace outside. On the wing, Williams. Trying to find Anunoby.
Wow.
Gets it to him. Brunson, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Here's Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positioned. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Connects from three-point range.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
Caruso, no good. New York leading by 17. Pass to Towns. Over Wallace. And he can't bank that one in. And so here is Oklahoma City. Now Mitchell. Still scoreless. At the elbow, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Give me that.
And stolen by Williams. It's rebounded
Bro,
by
come
Anunoby.
on. Is this game serious?
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Brunson off with the layup. And here are the Thunder now. Here's Wallace. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. They get the rebound. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Holmgren. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man, shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. Here's Brunson. He's got 15. And again, it's the Knicks missing. To the inside. Bridges with the steal. Anunoby outside. Pass to Brunson. Launches a three. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. It's Dort on the wing. Outside, SGA. Off target with his three. The Knicks leading by 15. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys, back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Thunder trailing by 18. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:44 left in the third quarter. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact now. Gets to the free throw line.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. For 3, Holmgren. It's good from long range. Holmgren's got 5.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
And that one's good. Brunson.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Anunoby. The Thunder pull it in. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Holmgren can't hit. Brunson with it. 23 points in the game. Sees the alley-oop. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 20. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. New York leading by 18. Towns in the corner. The tray cans it from downtown.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Inside, Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage, exactly what you're looking for.
Here's SGA. Shooting foul as the whistle blows, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
No good on that one.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Here's Alvarado. And we have an Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Here's Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And here are the Thunder now. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Back to Dort. Five on the clock. Pass to Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Holmgren. No good that time. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Can't hit that one. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Towns up top. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by Williams.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
To the middle. And stolen by Hart. To the inside. Here's Towns. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Towns with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. And Hart throws it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Kevin, back over to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
4 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Williams. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Dort. That's good from 17 feet away.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
It's stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Over to the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Hart. It's stolen by Hartenstein. The offensive rebound. Can't hit the putback. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 5 now.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
And here's SGA to the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Knicks leading by 3. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Hartenstein. Down low. Here's Diawara. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Diawara. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Outside, Dort. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Screen by Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
And it's Shamet missing. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for it. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Knicks out front, up 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Caruso. Oklahoma City moving it around. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Mitchell's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Oklahoma City. And here is Robinson. Left side, Towns. Towns is doubled. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Mitchell looking it over. Williams a screen to the inside. Stolen by Robinson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Up again. And the dunk by Towns.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Williams. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Inside, Williams. It's rebounded by Towns.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
And it's Shamet missing. Oklahoma City trailing. Mitchell outside. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Here's Clarkson. Rebound by Williams. To the paint. Mitchell outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Knicks with the lead. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
To the left side wing. For three, Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Towns, high post. Back to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Anunoby. Fires for three. And the three ball is good. And the Knicks lead by 5.
That's tremendous awareness by OG Anunoby. I didn't think he recognized where the clock was.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing right side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Jalen Brunson.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slipping.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
And stolen by Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Right in the heart of the defense. Brunson.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside, SGA. Williams a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Williams. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Brunson outside. Brunson draws the double. And stolen by Williams.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Holmgren left side. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Thunder trailing by 5. Outside, SGA. Holmgren outside. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Holmgren's got 5.
Now, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all 3 are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Brunson's got the lead up to 7 up for New York.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Here's Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 9-point Knicks lead.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes it tough to cover.
Pass to Holmgren. Shot to stop the run. Towns with the steal. Here's Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got 5.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Holmgren wide open. Offline with his 3. New York leading by 11. Out to Bridges. 3-pointer. Some solid defense there from SGA. Pass to Williams. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Pass to Hartenstein. And stolen by Hart. Bridges outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Drains it from beyond the arc. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Trailing by 13. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns. And the Knicks Doors making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they? Now this is about knowing where to be in these situations, and Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
And here's Brunson outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
On deep, Brunson. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Holmgren. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good. We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Bridges with the steal. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. Anunoby has the open look. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Elbow shot. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Brunson scanning the floor. Towns for 3. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Knicks lead by 9. Clarkson outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And here are the Thunder now. Gilgeous Alexander, dangerous on the run.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Towns. Back to Alvarado. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Towns, the screen. In the corner. Shamet with it. New York, no good that time either. Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Caruso. No good on the 3. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. In the corner. Shamet with it. Towns, the screen. To the middle. And Towns throws it down.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Outside, SGA. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
Joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Stolen by Dort. Here's SGA. Takes a 3. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous Alexander.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Over in the corner, Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to SGA. And the 3 off target. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Brunson, right side. Here's Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Robinson. It's stolen by SGA. Now Holmgren. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Big substitution.
New York leading by 7.
OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges.
Brunson outside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Knocks down the 3.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shake Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Brunson outside. Towns the screen. Brunson with it. Picked up by Hartenstein. Not that time. It won't go. Williams. Rebounded by Anunoby. Brunson. The long shot. No good. Thunder trailing by 4. SGA. In close. It's Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
That one misses, had a chance to tie it up. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Here's Town. Anunoby. No good, unable to win this one.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead basket. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. And that one sent the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Williams outside. Launches it. Towns with the rebound. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Get it out of here. Holmgren too much defensively.
Brunson. Layup no good. Count it.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony,